Hi guys, welcome back. Tonight I'm going to make a video for you using these same four colors, and I'm going to try to get two more similar to this so that I can make a matching set. And I think I'm also going to do a video where I mix the colors together like the leftovers to try to get two more to match this, but I think I'll post that as a video tomorrow instead of today. I just wanted to give you a quick intro and show you what the colors are before I move my table out and get started. Titanium white, phthalo blue, cadmium yellow deep hue, and gold. And those are the colors that I used on these four. And I ended up pouring on two at a time to get these two, and then I used the leftovers and the scraped up paint to get these two. So I want to try to do two more to make each one their own set. But I think tonight's video is going to be, I'm hoping to get two that look like this. I've already mixed up my colors. They're in little containers over there. I mixed those up last night. So now all I need to do is get my table moved out and get my colors opened up and start the pour. I'll be back in a few minutes. Hi guys, it's Amanda. As you saw in my intro, today I'm going to try to do two tiles to match these two, and then I'm going to do another video with my leftover paint to try to match these two so that each one comes out as a set of four, but I think I'm going to save the video for these ones for tomorrow. Today my colors are cadmium yellow deep hue, phthalo blue, titanium white, and gold. And I mixed up my paint yesterday and I let it sit in these little, I have these little cups with lids. I let them sit in there overnight. Yesterday when I first mixed them up, they were really too thin. They were kind of watery. So I think they thickened up a little bit overnight. The blue's still pretty thin and the white's a little bit on the thick side. But each time I try to pour, or each time I make a video, it's a learning experience for me because I just started pouring in March. And I see what works and what doesn't work each time, and I try to change it a little bit each time. So we'll just see how it goes today, and if it is a total failure, then I'll know what didn't work, and I'll try to change some stuff up for the next time. What I've already done, my paints are already mixed with water, paint, and Floetrol. Just a teeny tiny bit of water, and then the paint and the Floetrol. And I have no silicone in the white. I put 3 drops of silicone in the yellow and the blue, and 2 drops of silicone in the gold. I put 2 sprays of like 70% alcohol, I think, in all 4 of them because it helps get the bubbles out, and I think it helps the paint come out of the cup a little bit easier. I've already wiped off my tiles with alcohol and a paper towel. I'm going to put them together, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start layering my paint. I have these setting here so that I can put my tiles on them when I'm done, but I'm going to move that one out of the way for now. I'm going to start layering my paint. I'm just going to put a little bit of white in there and spread it around. And then I'm going to put maybe half of my blue in there. No, last time I think I just went all straight in for it. So I'm just going to go all straight in for it because I kind of want to try to match the other ones closely enough so that they look like they're all a set. So we're going to try to pour them the same. This blue ended up thinner than everything else. But one of the comments from my last video, someone did tell me to try mixing up the consistencies, make some paints a little bit thinner and some a little bit thicker in hopes of getting a little bit more cells. So hopefully that helps. I can't remember if I put white in between before I put the next color or not. I think I probably should put a little bit, but I'm not going to layer it. I'm just going to pour some in there. It should come out similarly enough. And then we're going to put the gold in. And if you don't like this part, you can fast forward because this is kind of boring. I did get a tripod and I have my phone attached to my tripod, but I can't use my actual camera yet because there's something wrong with my computer. It keeps crashing every time I try to run my video editing app or anytime I try to run my antivirus software. So I think I'm going to have to take my computer somewhere and have it fixed before I can use my camera and my computer for editing and for videos. So for now, I'm going to use, I did find an editing app on my phone. I guess I had iMovie with my iPhone, and that's how I did edit my last video down a little bit. I put the full long video up there, but it was really too long for anyone to watch. So I edited that video down, and it's still really long even after I edited it down. That's hard to say. And so hopefully I can get this one a little bit shorter, but I did find the editing app on my phone that I can use, so that helps. Then we're just going to finish this off with some white. And now, I don't know if you can see how that turned out. I'm going to try, I know my tabletop is dirty, but this is I like using this shower curtain liner because it helps the paint make skins that come off sometimes. And I use those. Well, I haven't used them in anything yet, but I'm hoping to. There's still a little bit of yellow paint on there where I have placed that yellow cup down that had paint on the bottom. But what I did with these two here is I filled the paint in the cup, and then I did just a straight pour over these two. So that's what we're going to do again. But then there was half of the paint left, and I took that plus the drips that I took up off the table that made the second two. So just let me get some gloves on. Sometimes I like to do it without gloves. I don't mind the paint on my hands. My hair is like a really bright color, and I just had it done a week or two ago, and so sometimes whenever I wash my hair, I still get the colors that stain my nails. So I'm kind of used to color on my nails, so that doesn't bother me. But I'll use the gloves for now. And I'm just gonna try to do these as closely as I did the last ones, so that they kind of seem like they make a set. I just poured some paint over to cover them up. And I will use my torch a little bit. That looks like enough paint to me. Use my torch a little bit. These might sell a little bit better than the last two did. I don't know. I'm hoping they sell a little bit better. That's why I did less silicone. I tried to make some a little bit thicker than others. It's really selling in the cup. It's starting to actually sell. Yay! I have such bad luck with cells. I hope they don't all come off of there, and I think maybe I'm a little bit too close because I smell either the paint burning or the shower curtain liner burning. But I think I need a little bit more blue through here so that they kind of match the other ones a little bit. So we'll do that. It looks like this one may end up being more like this one that has a little bit more blue, and this one may look like this one that has a little bit more yellow, I'm hoping. So what we're going to do is pick it up and tilt. I like that tealy color that's already showing up to help me make the other two. I'm really bad at tilting. I'm going to end up tilting everything off of here that I like. But, like I said, this is a complete 100% learning experience for me. Last time I left too much paint on those ones over there, the first two that I'm trying to match. And so much paint dripped off the sides as they were drying. I can see that gold in there, that gold showed up so well. This might end up looking really green like how my last ones dried. Not those 4 over there, but the ones from my last video. They dried with a lot of green in them. I know I have to get some over there, but I want to save more of the blue for on this one, and then try to save more of the yellow on that one. Can't tell if you can see that very well or not. Ooh, let's not lose everything. Why is it so hard to get the corners of stuff? That's what I haven't gotten better at yet, is the corners. I lose everything off the side while I'm trying to get the corners. Oh my. Let's not lose all the paint. I like this. This is turning out to be one of my favorites. I know this may look like total trash to you because those of you watching this are probably a lot more experienced than I am, but I am so new that each one, I find each new piece interesting, and I like each one for different reasons, no matter how bad it is. The inspiration for the colors, I don't know if any of you know, but I am from West Virginia, and West Virginia University's colors are like blue and gold, or blue and yellow, like the goldy kind of yellow or gold. And that's actually where my bachelor's degree is from. I went to a local campus. I didn't go to the main campus in Morgantown, but my bachelor's degree is actually from the campus in Morgantown. All of my credits transferred in and everything. So I guess I have a little bit of school pride. I don't follow football, and most people around here are really into like WVU football. I don't follow that, but still, that's where my bachelor's degree is from. So I just thought I would try some blue and yellow, or blue and yellow, or blue and gold. I know this part's boring. Maybe I should have put more paint on here so it would run off faster, so it wouldn't make green so much. I like green, but that wasn't the intention. I didn't intend to make it all so green. And instead of tilting in a circular pattern, I've just gone back side to side. I should have tried the circular pattern. I'm just trying to get some corners now and make sure all the sides are done on this one. It's like it comes around to the corner but won't tip over the corner. And I always feel like I'm tilting it away from the camera. I'm not meaning to. All of you watching this that are experienced are probably screaming at me to stop because I'm probably ruining the piece. Everyone's saying, stop, don't do that. You're losing that, you're losing that. I want to see how my edges and my sides look. There's a little bit that's not covered on this side, so I'm just going to take my finger and like get from underneath and kind of smash it up. I may do that over here. Wipe the underneath, dab the corners with that little bit of green. Yep, it's turning very green this time. And here, I can't, like right there on that edge, I can't tell if that's the white paint or if that is the tile. I am awful at this, but I'm just learning. Bear with me. If you're new and you're just learning, please do not take my recommendations or my videos as what you should or shouldn't be doing. I'm just doing this for fun and for a learning experience. This does kind of match that first one over there though, with the way the blue and the yellow blended together, so that's good. I think this here is like blank tile, so I'm gonna try to, let's use this palette knife and try to put a little bit of this paint up on here. Yeah, that's where the paint hasn't dripped over the edge yet. Put that up on there, and then let's watch it run off, so that it at least fills in that side, that spot where there wasn't paint. I had more in my cup. I could have just poured more from my cup, but I didn't think of that. I'm gonna lose those white cells that I liked right there. I actually have a few cells in the middle of this one. Like, they're not circles anymore, but they're the best cells I think I've gotten so far. Forgot to take my watch off. It's gonna have paint all over it. This is turning a little bit muddy. Like that green and yellow and gold. And shoot, I probably just knocked paint off of that where I touched it. That green and yellow and gold's kind of turning muddy down there. Right now I'm just trying to bring these back a little bit towards the center. Not exactly center, but bring the paint back to this way a little bit. I never did get those blobs off of there that I put back on, did I? Oh well. It just looks like blobs. These, again, I'm just going to stop for right now and hope I didn't touch paint off of the edge of that. I'll look at it whenever I turn the video off, and I'll make sure that I have paint on all the sides and everything. I'll scrape the edges and stuff when I'm done. Now it's time for this one. I like how that, I did get cells on that while it sat there, and it doesn't look like I have quite so much that I have to tilt off of this one. I'm trying to do this one in a more circular pattern so that I can kind of save some of the stuff I like. These ones are going to be the ones that I use to test out. I want to buy some countertop resin. I'm sorry if you can see part of my pajama shirt in there. It's actually not a pajama shirt, it's a shirt that I got when I was in band in high school, but I wear it as a pajama shirt now. Anyway, ooh, I'm gonna lose those cells that I like. I'm gonna get some countertop resin and try to practice with resin on some of my coasters. And I also bought some clear coat engine spray. It says for engines and ceramics at Advanced Auto Parts. And what I want to do is try the spray on some, and I want to try the resin on some, and just do my own personal test on like heat resistance and like the look and the feel and the texture and everything of the tiles when I'm done. So it's okay that I know I ruined all those cells that I liked right there. That's what I do. I don't know how to be patient enough to get the corners without ruining the cells that I like. But anyway, I'm using this set and the other set that I'm going to complete for my next video. I am going to use them as testers to see what I think about countertop resin and how to apply it and the end result and everything versus the ceramic clear coat engine spray. It's not ceramic, but it says for ceramics on my bottle. The bottle that I bought, so the can or whatever. So I'm using these as testers, so if they look like crap, that's okay. I'm just going to use them for my home, and it's a learning experience for me, and I keep saying that. But once they're finished, I'm actually going to use them, so it doesn't matter how bad they look. I do hope to, I don't know if it's a plan, but my hope is that I do get better in the future, because I would love to actually make ones to sell, coasters to sell. That's my goal. But I have to get a lot better. See, I'm losing all of that paint. All that paint just slides like around. Like all this stuff I like gets all mushed up whenever I try to spread it to cover a corner. Look at all those cells on the table that I lost. That section right there, I love that so much. Why can't I keep those on my tiles? It looks like I didn't put enough paint on, maybe? I just hate all the extra paint getting ran off and lost, and I feel like it's waste. So I probably don't use as much paint as what I should. I should probably start using more paint. That might help. I loved that yellow section there, and then I just lost all that trying to get my corner. See all that yellow paint underneath there? But that's okay. What I'm going to do is scrape it up at the end and put it back in the cup, and that's how I made those two. So that's how I'm going to make two more to try to match that. What I might do, this looks similar to this here. I'm going to scrape some of that and put on here to get that corner. They're turning so green because I'm spreading it so much. I think that teaches me that I need to put more paint on there to begin with. But while I've lost all these cells down here and I've stretched too much paint, I've ended up with more cells, so that's good. I think that the tip of, I'm sorry, someone on Facebook, and I forget who it was, told me to try different consistencies in my paint to make some thinner than others and some thicker than others and less silicone, and that would help me get more cells, and that's the tip that seems to have worked for me. Thank you very much. If I could remember your name, I would give you a shout out. I'm sorry that I can't remember. What I did to get that side where I wasn't getting, you saw me, I scraped up the paint off the table. Excuse me, I scraped up the paint off the table and put it on there, and now I'm letting it tilt off. And I am trying to tilt most of that back off. And now we get to that blue section and scrape that from underneath. Well, I'm trying to get that side right there. And then when that's done, what I'm going to do, there we go, is I'm going to tilt back this way to make sure that that kind of spreads back out a little bit. I kind of like how it is in, it's not a rainbow, but it's in a rainbow form, like the white and green and yellow, like yellow, white, blue, green, and then the big yellow. This one's kind of in a rainbow form. It's not rainbow colors, but it's in a rainbow form. I can see the gold kind of shining through that blue right in there. I love that. This one, after I left it alone, stopped over tilting. More cells have popped up, I think. So that's cool. I'm finally getting cells. I'm seeing more cells pop up. Thank you so much, whoever gave me that tip about doing some thicker and some thinner. It worked so much. Worked so well. Alrighty. I think I'm done with that one. I'm going to turn it around to face you the way I've been looking at it. And I'm going to knock some of my paint off with my torch. And I have that stuck to my glove. Okay. So, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't worry, I'm going to go around and scrape around the edges, and I'll have to do that a few times over the next hour so that the drips, like, scrape the drips off. Eventually they'll dry, and I don't mind the way they look whenever they dry, even if they've kept dripping, because it's just the pattern from the top of the tile ends up on the side of the tile, which that's really cool to me. I don't know, I wish that thick yellow part had a little bit of something different to it, but I think whenever it dries it's going to look more green because that's how they dried the other day. Not these ones, but the ones from my last video dried more green. Thanks for watching. After I turn this video off, I'm going to start another one, and I'm going to scrape up all this paint, put it back in the cup, and I'm going to make 2 more to try to match those with the leftover paints as they kind of turn. I hope they turn that same color like they did last time. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you want to keep watching me try to get better, you can hit that notification bell so that you know when new videos go up. And I will see you tomorrow for the next video. Thanks. Bye.